There's a special kind of karma in anime. When someone who thinks they're unstoppable suddenly realizes they're facing something far beyond their level, the predator becomes the prey in an instant, and all that confidence they had just evaporates. These are the moments where cocky hunters meet their match and learn the hard way that there's always someone stronger, someone faster, someone they should have never challenged today. We're counting down the top 10 hunters who became the hunted. The villains and fighters who walked into a situation thinking they had the upper hand only to get absolutely destroyed. Let's get into number 10. We have Afro Samurai taking on the entire Ronin gang, and this fight is pure carnage. The Ronin gang rolled up on Afro with like 20 guys, all armed to the teeth, completely surrounding him. They were confident they had the numbers, the weapons, the advantage, and Afro was just standing there smoking a cigarette like he had nowhere else to be. The leader is talking all that trash, telling Afro to give it up, that he's surrounded and outnumbered, but Afro just stands there calm and collected, not saying a word because he knows something they don't. He's not trapped with them, they're trapped with him. The moment Afro decides to move, it's over in seconds. He draws his sword and starts cutting through these guys like they're absolutely nothing. One by one, they're dropping, and the confidence drains from their faces real quick. What started as 20 armed men surrounding one guy turns into a bloodbath with bodies hitting the ground left and right. The gang goes from cocky hunters to terrified prey in the span of maybe 30 seconds. Afro doesn't even break a sweat, doesn't say a word, just methodically cuts through every single person who thought they could take him down. When the dust settles, there's just Afro standing there lighting another cigarette surrounded by the aftermath. Nothing personal, he says, just revenge. Number 9, we have one of the most brutal beatdowns in Jiu-Jitsu. Kaisen, when Mahito, the cursed spirit who loves hunting humans, runs into an absolutely furious Yuji Itadori. Mahito spent the entire Shibuya arc being the sadistic hunter, torturing people, transforming them with his idol transfiguration, and genuinely enjoying every second of human suffering. He killed Nanami right in front of Yuji after Nanami was already exhausted and wounded, and Mahito smiled while doing it. He thought he was untouchable, that curses were superior to humans, and that Yuji was just another victim to play with. But then Todo shows up and everything changes. Yuji and Todo start working together, perfectly synchronized, and Mahito starts realizing he's in serious trouble. Every black flash Yuji lands carries the weight of everyone. Mahito killed every person he tortured. The hunter who spent all arc tormenting humans is suddenly running away, terrified, trying to escape because he finally understands what it feels like to be prey. Yuji beats him down so badly that Mahito is limping, crawling, desperately trying to get away. Number 8, we have Sung Jin-Woo from Solo Leveling, absolutely demolishing the Ant King, and this fight shows exactly why Jin-Woo is the main character. The Ant King on Jeju Island is this massive S-rank monster that's been terrorizing Korea, killing high-level hunters and acting like he's the apex predator of the entire region. When the Korean and Japanese hunters launch their raid on Jeju Island, the Ant King comes out confident, ready to crush these humans like he's done countless times before. He's enormous, powerful, and has an army of ant soldiers backing him up. This monster genuinely believes he's untouchable, that no human could possibly threaten him, but then he faces Sung Jin-Woo and everything he thought he knew gets shattered. Jin-Woo doesn't just fight the Ant King, he dominates him completely. The Monarch of Shadows doesn't even look like he's trying, while the Ant King is throwing everything he has at him. Jin-Woo's shadow soldiers swarm the battlefield. His daggers are cutting through the king's defenses, and the whole time. Number 7, we have Yami Sukiro from Black Clover, absolutely destroying Dante from the Dark Triad, and this fight shows exactly why you don't underestimate the captain of the Black Bulls. Dante is one of the most powerful mages in the entire Spade Kingdom, possessing body magic that makes him nearly immortal and devil powers that put him at 80% of his full demonic strength. He rolls up to the Clover Kingdom, confident, arrogant, and genuinely believes no one can touch him when he faces Yami. He's smiling, talking trash about how pathetic the Clover Kingdom's captains are. He thinks his regeneration makes him untouchable, that even if Yami lands hits, he'll just heal instantly. But Yami is built different. The captain of the Black Bulls doesn't just use magic, he uses dark magic, one of the rarest and most powerful attributes that can cut through anything when the fight gets serious. Yami starts pushing Dante back, landing hits that actually hurt him. Dante goes from cocky and dismissive to genuinely surprised that this captain is matching his devil-powered strength. Number 6, we have Nagamo from Sakamoto. Days absolutely folding a professional assassin who made the mistake of underestimating him. This assassin walks into Sakamoto's store looking for the legendary retired hitman Sakamoto Teru, thinking he's about to make a name for himself by taking down a legend. But Sakamoto isn't there, it's just his wife working the shop. The assassin sees this seemingly ordinary person and thinks this will be easy, maybe even disappoints that Sakamoto isn't around, but plot twist, that's not. Sakamoto's wife, that's Nagamo, one of the most dangerous assassins alive, disguised perfectly. The moment the fight starts, the assassin realizes he's made a terrible mistake. Nagamo isn't just skilled, he's on a completely different level. His movements are fluid, unpredictable, and devastating. The assassin came in as the hunter, confident in his skills, but Nagamo turns him into prey in seconds. What makes this so satisfying is how effortlessly Nagamo handles him. Number 5 we have Fightin' from Hunter x Hunter, showing Zazen exactly why the Phantom Troop is feared across the entire world. Zazen is a Chimera Ant Squadron leader who's powerful, confident, and has just taken over an entire section of Meteor City. She's crushing humans, transforming people into her servants, and genuinely believes she's the apex predator in this area. When she sees Fightin', this small, quiet member of the Phantom Troop, she thinks this will be an easy fight. She's massive, powerful, and has been dominating everyone she faces. But Zazen has no idea what she's gotten herself into. Fightin' is one of the Phantom Troop's deadliest members, and he's been holding back. The fight starts, and Zazen is actually doing damage. She's stronger than Fightin' expected. And for a moment, it looks like she might actually win, but then Fightin' gets serious and activates Painpacker, his signature ability. Number 4, we have Guts from Berserk going absolutely berserk on a group of apostles, and this scene is pure unfiltered rage. Guts has lost everything, the people he cared about, his sense of safety, his entire world shattered by the eclipse. These demonic apostles who serve Griffith think they can finish what was started, that Guts is just another human to be hunted and killed. But they have no idea what they're dealing with. Guts isn't just a human anymore, he's a walking nightmare fueled by rage, grief, and an unbreakable will to survive. When these apostles attack, Guts doesn't run, doesn't hesitate, he charges straight at them with the Dragon's Lair. That massive sword that no normal human should even be able to lift becomes an instrument of absolute destruction. Guts cuts through these demonic creatures like they're nothing. Number 3, we have Tanjiro from Demon Slayer facing Rui the Lower Moon 5, and this fight is where Tanjiro truly shows what he's capable of. Rui is a spider demon who's been hunting and killing demon slayers for years. He's got his fake family, his blood, demon art with those nearly unbreakable threads, and he genuinely believes no demon slayer can touch him. When Tanjiro shows up, Rui sees him as just another victim, another slayer to add to his collection. He's confident, dismissive, and thinks his threads will slice Tanjiro apart like they've done to so many others. But Tanjiro isn't just any demon slayer, he's carrying the legacy of sun breathing. Even if he doesn't fully understand it yet, the fight is brutal. Rui's threads are cutting into Tanjiro. His sister Nezuko is trying to help, and for a while it looks like they're going to lose. Rui is toying with them, confident that this is already over. But then Tanjiro remembers his father's Hinokami Kagura, the dance of the fire god. The animation shifts, the music changes, and suddenly Tanjiro is moving on a completely different level. The water breathing he's been using gets enhanced by the fire breathing, creating this beautiful combination of techniques. Rui's unbreakable threads, the ones that have stopped countless demon slayers, start getting cut through like they're nothing. At number 2, we have Levi Ackerman from Attack on Titan, absolutely demolishing the Beast Titan, and this scene is pure surgical precision. Zeke Yeager, the Beast Titan, has been hunting Survey Corps soldiers for the entire war. He's the one who turned Rogako Village into Titans. He's killed countless scouts with his deadly throwing accuracy, and he genuinely believes he's untouchable. As long as he keeps his distance and uses his range advantage, no human can touch him when the Survey Corps launches their suicide charge against him. Zeke slaughters them all with rocks thrown with pinpoint accuracy. Commander Irwin leads the charge knowing it's a suicide mission, just to create one opening for Levi, and that opening is all Levi needs the moment. Levi enters the battlefield, everything changes. Zeke, who's been calm and confident this entire time, suddenly realizes he's in serious danger. Levi moves so fast Zeke can barely track him. The Beast Titan tries to defend himself, throwing rocks, trying to grab Levi, but nothing works. Levi's blades are slicing through the Beast Titan's arms, shredding them to pieces. What makes this so satisfying is how methodical Levi is. He's not angry, he's not in a rage, he's just efficient. Number 1, the ultimate hunter who became hunted. We have Eren Yeager in his final form, facing the entire world and getting stopped by his former friends. This is different from the other entries because Eren isn't getting physically dominated, he's getting defeated by the people who once fought beside him. Aen has become the ultimate predator, the founding titan with the power to flatten the entire world. He's literally hunting all of humanity with millions of colossal titans in the rumbling his former friends. Mikasa, Armin, Levi, John Connie, And even the warriors who were once his enemies have to become the hunters to stop the ultimate threat. When they finally reach Arien inside that massive skeletal founding titan, the fight is desperate. They're not fighting some random villain, they're fighting their friend, someone they grew up with, trained with, and cared about. But An has gone too far, become too dangerous, Mikasa, the person who loved. Unmost has to make the impossible choice. She enters the founding. Titan's mouth sees Ian in his final moments and makes the decision that stops the rumbling. The hunter, who was going to destroy the world, gets stopped by the people who knew him best. Who became the ultimate predator, trying to eliminate all threats to Paratus, becomes the hunted, tracked down by the very people he was trying to protect. And that's the list. 10 hunters who learned the hard way that there's always someone stronger, someone faster, someone they should have never challenged. These moments hit different because they're not just fights, they're complete reversals of power dynamics, where confidence gets shattered in seconds. Which moment did you think was the most satisfying? Drop your answer in the comments, and if you enjoyed this countdown, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more anime content. We've got breakdowns, battles, and lists coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.